everyone! Well, we're here. We're back, and today we're doing another anti-MLM video, and for this video we are heading back on over to Reddit, filtering by top post of this week, and seeing what the Huns have been up to. Since it is the end of the month, the Huns go into full desperation mode, trying to hit their quotas that every single MLM claims that they don't have, yet they do have to hit specific numbers in order to maintain or rank up. They also have personal volume that they need to hit in order to stay active in certain MLMs. So how they don't have quotas, I will never quite understand why they say that, but then again, there are lots of questions I have about what people say in every MLM. So if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you really like it, please subscribe. Make sure to check out my description below for all of my fun links. And with all of that said, let's get started. From my local next door. Good morning, potential hopeful recruit. It's a pleasure to connect. I'm hosting a virtual Zoom explaining details today at 8 p.m. Central and 9 p.m. Eastern. Do you have any availability? I'd like to know the name of the company. I try to avoid any company that's considered a MLM. If you could join the call, all those details will be given then. I can guarantee you this is not MLM, but an opportunity for you. Oh, it totally is. I recognize the tactics. Thanks, but no thanks. Ma'am, it's not, but it's okay. Have a great day and a even better week. If you're not willing to disclose the name, it is. Have a nice day and thank you. Exactly. Like, the tactics are right there, using the word opportunity, also saying like, I'm hosting a virtual Zoom, like, do you want to be a part of it? It's like, be a part of what? What are you trying to get me to buy into? Like, you're making it seem very exciting, kind of, but giving me very little detail to go off of. And if this is such a great opportunity and it's really just meant for me, why won't you tell me the name of the company? Is it because it is actually an MLM, and if people knew what it was, they more than likely wouldn't come to these Zoom events? But the fact that this person is so vague in general, I can't see them actually getting people to come to these Zoom meetings, because, like, you're being weird about it. You're being very strange and just saying, like, nope, not an MLM, it's just an opportunity. It's like, okay, so it's definitely an MLM. You're clearly lying to me, and when you start off lying to me, I'm definitely not coming to what you are trying to get me to buy into. Also, it's not a great opportunity if you're withholding a bunch of information. Let's see what the comments say on this. Well played, OP. You shut down their script so well. They couldn't even muster any passive-aggressive comebacks. I report these as spam on my local next door, and it actually gets removed. Somebody else said they never get removed when I report them on Facebook. Well, yeah, some wins, some losses, but yeah, I agree. OP had fantastic response to them, and they couldn't even come up with something to word around and make it sound okay. They're just like, ma'am, it's not, but okay, whatever, like, your loss sort of thing. And actually, that works out for the OP, because they're just like, cool, bye. At least that's how I see it. But yeah, they're absolutely right. If you're not willing to disclose the name, then it's an MLM. I'm not dumb, don't treat me as such. When they say, it's not a pyramid scheme, and this is part of their recruitment presentation. And we have a triangle, it has me at the top, and then two circles underneath, and then another circle that says you, and then you have 6 people underneath you, and then one of those people have, I'm not gonna count all those, 10 people underneath them, yet they are fully 100% always stating all the time that it's not a pyramid scheme. What MLM is this for? Amway. So the beginning of pyramid schemes, well, not the beginning of pyramid schemes, but the beginning of MLMs getting away with being a scam without somehow just getting away with it for far too long and taking advantage of way too many people. Way too many people. But yeah, you cannot, and a lot of them do put something very similar to this in their presentations, their opportunity calls, their compensation plans that look like what it is, and yet they're like, but we're not a pyramid scheme, we can't be because we have products. It's like, Just stop lying to yourself. Stop taking advantage of people. That'd be lovely. See what the comments say on this. I always think of Jim from The Office when I see these. Somebody else said, only this time they were nice enough to draw the pyramid for him. Somebody else said, that's not a pyramid, it's a triangle. Pun logic. No, it's just a reverse funnel. Exactly. Whatever lies they have to tell themselves. It's just a triangle. That got me. It processed finally. It's like, that's not a pyramid, it's just a triangle. That actually is Hun logic. It's just anything they can say to tiptoe, avoid, steer clear, steer you away, distract you from what is screaming right in front of you that it is a walking, talking pyramid scheme. They will do it, even though it's just so, why will you every day, or at least way too many times, have to defend the thing that you do against being a pyramid scheme or a scam? Like, all the time, we're not a scam because of this, 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 and this, and then they'll do it for another person, and another person, another person. Like, isn't that exhausting to constantly have to defend the thing that you do against not being a scam, when you have to defend it over and over and over and over again? Maybe take a step back and realize, is it a scam? Because most of the time, it is. Pretty sure that is a sign that you have had too much caffeine. And it is an Instagram post and says, it's Sunday and I typically like to lay around and watch TV after church and lunch, but today I came home and mopped the floor and have been moving around for 2 hours. I just want to sit down and watch TV, but my extreme rush won't let me. Be prepared to move. I guess that is a selling tactic for Bravenly, which is another health and wellness MLM. Surprise, surprise. There's, we need more of those out in the world. And yeah, this just sounds like they just had a lot of coffee or like a 5-hour energy. Like, this is not something that is unique to just their MLM. Like, you have more coffee than usual, you're like super jittery, and you're like, I need to do a lot more. But the fact that they're like, all I want to do is just sit down, and I can't, I have to be moving around. That's not a good selling point. Like, I want to be in control of my own body. I don't want something that I'm taking to have this, like, extreme rush of control over me. Like, I don't know if that's a good selling tactic. But, again, like, I definitely have had too much coffee before, and it feels like, your body is controlled by coffee, and you get the jitteriness, and you're like, I need to do more things. So I definitely get that. But I don't like that feeling. That's not a feeling that I'm really ever wanting to chase, because I could have that feeling all the time by just having more coffee than usual. But, again, Huns and their logic. See what the comments say on this. Sounds like the mom on diet pills and requiem. That's always a hard word for me. Requiem for a dream. Somebody else said, that's one of the best and worst movies I've ever seen, and that scene totally fits. Somebody else said, yeah, that's in my wow, I will never watch this again ever in my life, right up there with Midsommar and Threads. So they're just talking about movies that I have not seen. One I cannot pronounce, and I have not seen it. I do want to see Midsommar, though. I just can't find it on a streaming service, or maybe I haven't looked hard enough, but I want to watch it, and I just haven't watched it. So I'd like to watch it. I want to watch it. See, now I'm off talking about movies instead of what the Hun is saying. And again, the Hun said something, and it got people thinking about other things, and that was more interesting reading those comments than this, and that got me more interested in sitting down and watching a movie than what the Hun is talking about, which is like getting up and doing more. I'm like, no, I'd rather sit down and watch a movie. So it actually did the complete opposite. So thank you, Hun. You actually, without knowing, promoted a movie to me that I have already been wanting to see, but inspired me again to remember that I want to see it, and they got no money for doing that, and probably hurts their soul. But again, they're not making any money by doing this either. Nothing like fear-mongering on a Thursday. Pay attention. Payless shoe stores, closed. Macy's stores, closing. Kmart stores, closed. Sears stores, closing. Radio Shacks, closed. Toys R Us, closed. Forever 21, closing. The largest transportation provider in the US does not own a single car, Uber. The largest movie company in the world does not own a movie theater, Netflix. The largest hotel company in the world does not own a single hotel, Airbnb. The largest retailer in the world does not own a single department store, Amazon. If you haven't realized by now that you need a home-based business of some sort, then you need to. The time is now. I can get you started. Ask me how. Okay, all of those stores, I don't know if every single one of them is closed or closing. I believe there are still Kmart stores around. I guess I haven't been to one in a very long time. Actually, I did go to one, God, maybe like within the last 5 years, and it was like a ghost town. It was absolutely terrifying. Like, I don't even think they were playing music. So, yeah, they are probably, even if it is open, it's closed. It's basically closed. But I get where they're going, but also, like, there are other businesses that have opened since those places have closed. Also saying that, like, yeah, I guess Amazon doesn't have a department store, but Amazon sells their own brand of products just exclusively online. So arguably they do have that, and there are plenty of brick and mortar stores still around that people can work at. And also, people can work at those other places like Netflix, Uber, have an Airbnb, Amazon, and they would actually get paid for the hours that they put in, unlike more than likely they are selling an MLM company to you that will just take money from you. You will not make any money, so you will actually lose more money than just working at one of these stores that are closing, because at least the stores that are closing, you're still getting paid for the hours that you put in, which seems to be lost on many Huns. They're like, no, you get paid for your effort, and it's like, no, you don't though. You really don't get paid for your effort, because then people would be making money instead of losing money. Maybe they mean the MLM is getting paid for other people's effort. That must be what they mean. Let's see what the comments say on this. The famous home-based business of, check notes, Netflix and Amazon. Somebody else said, we here at Amazon know what it's like to be a small business. I'm Jeff Bezos, and I hand, package, and deliver from my tiny garage to your home. Yep, I guess I didn't even connect that. Those are not like small home-based businesses. Jeff Bezos is not still in his garage hand packaging with love every single package that goes out. Yeah, nope, not doing that. They'll do anything but teach you how to actually sell the product. And it looks like somebody took a picture of their Zoom meeting, as they are kind of also taught to do, with a bunch of people on the call. There's a question in the corner. It says, drop your email to take a risk-free tour. And the caption says, if you are afraid to take a risk on yourself, don't be. We work together every single day. We teach you how to monetize your social media. We teach you how to build your following. We teach you how to manifest the life of your dreams. Say yes. It's the best investment you'll ever make on yourself. And it's for Ariel, which I believe they do jewelry? Health and wellness? Clothing? I'm just gonna start listing them off. I know that I know. Is it makeup? It's somewhere among those 4 things that I said, because that's what every single MLM is usually about, unless it's hair care. Have I covered all of it? It's a scam. We'll just say that. It is a scam. So that is what they do, is they scam people. And so you teach people how to monetize their social media, which you don't need to join an MLM to do that, because A, they don't monetize their social media. They don't get paid to post pictures. You can get paid to do affiliate marketing, and there are plenty of YouTube videos that teach you how to go about doing that. What else do they teach you? We teach you how to build your following. Also free YouTube videos that will do that. And by engaging with other people's stuff, following other people, commenting on other people's things, liking people's pictures, that's how you build a following. It's just like doing that naturally. And what was the last one? We teach you how to manifest the life of your dreams. Can you? I guess by saying, like, I will make money, and just saying it over and over, whether that happens or not, which if it's an MLM, it's definitely not going to happen. Like, just because you teach them how to do that doesn't mean that it actually happens. And what did OP say? They said, they'll do anything but teach you how to actually sell the product. Exactly. Like, what does any of that have to do with selling a product? It could be like, we teach you how to promote the products on social media. We teach you, what was the other one? We teach you how to build your following. I guess that can kind of work for the product thing a little bit. And then we teach you how to manifest the life of your dreams by taking advantage of other people and making them poor and just sucking all the money out of them. That's manifesting the life of your dreams. Because again, the only way to actually make any livable income in the MLM is to become basically part of the less than 1%, where you have hundreds of downlines underneath you, hoping to become you, while you are taking advantage of all of their hard work and all of their investment, basically. All the money that they are investing into the company, you get a percentage of, and it helps change your life. I couldn't do that. I couldn't be a part of a company knowing that I am where I am by taking advantage of people, whether they know it or not. I mean, I feel that people who are high up in the MLM they fully know what they're doing and what they needed to do in order to get there. And they know that more than likely, like, if they have been a part of the MLM for a very long time and they are a part of the 1%, that the people at the bottom are saying, I can't wait to get to where you are, I want to follow all the things that you do. They know that that person will never get to where they are. The chances of that are so impossible, because the people who are in the 1% of each MLM have been there for years, and they have been a part of the company since the beginning, more than likely. Of course, there's some outliers here and there, but for the most part, people who are high up in the MLM have been there since the beginning and are just totally okay with people living on the hope and dream that they too can achieve the 1%. And I couldn't be a part of that. I couldn't be a part of a company at all doing that. I would feel ick. And that's why I hate MLMs, because the fact that people are okay with doing that and knowingly do that is such an issue, and yet they continuously lie to people so that they keep making money. It's wrong. It's completely unethical. It's ugh. Let's see what the comments say on this. I have to listen to so many of these stupid calls. My girlfriend is in Kangen. Every week it's the same talks. Have a positive mindset. Share the product and benefits. Every week my girlfriend gets so excited for these. It's basically a motivation to make all the downline plebs make a sale to fund their upline. FYI, my girlfriend's been in Kangen 7 months and made 2 sales. Still thinks she will be a millionaire one day from it. And those are the kind of people that join MLMs and stay in the MLMs because they are just living on this hope and dream. And that's why they also do these weekly Zoom calls or daily Zoom calls, whatever, is to keep people motivated and inspired and keeping their focus completely on the one path, which is the MLM path, and don't stray away from it. Don't listen to the outsiders. They are just only negativity, wanting you to fail. Why would people want people to fail? I know that there are people out there who do that, but like, why would people's significant others, family members, want them to fail? Why would they want that? And yet people in MLMs tell them, like, oh, they just want you to fail. They just know that that you're going to live the life of your dreams, and they're jealous. Like, what is wrong with you? You shouldn't say that. It really is just, these Zoom calls are just motivational speaking calls of nonsense that say the same thing, and it's just like, think positively and keep going. Put on the MLM blinders, put on your earmuffs, and just focus on the MLMs. And like this person says, it is just a way to fund their upline. Is just keep putting money into this business. You too will see success as long as you keep going forward, which means the uplines keep maintaining rank or ranking up, and they are the ones who are living the life of their dreams, not the downlines. It's never the downlines. Go in debt for a pair of shoes. My sweet family is giving away a pair of Golden Goose to our amazing team. If you've ever thought about joining me in Rodan and Fields, now's the time. And oh boy, if you could see the list of potential future new products Rodan and Fields asked me to vote on what we needed, What? And oh boy, if you could see the list of potential future new products Rodan and Fields asked me to vote on what we needed. The wording is horrible. Let's just say my eyes were as big as saucers at what they are looking at. Okay, and then it's a pair of shoes. So they're giving away a pair of shoes, which is kind of interesting that, like, we are giving away a pair of Golden Goose to our amazing team. Now, is it that pair of shoes? So it's like, hopefully you fit into these shoes. Hopefully these shoes are your size. Because what if they're not? Or is it like they will purchase a pair of shoes for whoever randomly joins? I guess. Which, I mean, arguably, if you want the pair of shoes, if you want these specific pair of shoes in your size, wouldn't it just be smarter to buy them yourself instead of joining an MLM for them? That seems like kind of a weird tactic to do. And also, like, are they even allowed to do that? Like, are they even allowed to give away something like this if people sign up? Like, that seems kind of like something that would be against terms of service in their MLM. Not that they don't always follow that anyway, but it just to me seems like something they can't do. But I could be wrong. Maybe they absolutely can dangle a treat in front of people in order to get people to sign up. Not saying that people are actually going to fall for this, but that's kind of what I get, is that they're like dangling something in front of somebody in order to get them to join. It's like what It Works does all the time, where they say, you know, comment your favorite color and you'll be entered in to win $500. And then you comment and then they'll message you and say like, okay, well, I'm actually, in order to be entered into the giveaway, you have to share this post. I mean, I guess you're not having to purchase anything, but it's still, you know, it's still like, well, you kind of lied to me. You said that I just need to comment my favorite color, but really, it's the fact that you need me to post a post for you, and that probably the person that will be selected for the money, assuming that they ever actually do give out the money, is probably somebody whose family member or friend purchased from It Works or even signed up. Those are probably the people that they give the money to. But I could be wrong, and they could just, it could all be real. I don't think that's true, but it could be. See what the comments say on this, I'm interested. Ask me to vote on. Yes, I'm sure corporate reached out to you specifically to find out what products you thought they should develop. Absolutely. Absolutely, yeah. Let me go back to that comment that, like, the third paragraph that makes absolutely no sense to me. It's just funny because it's like, it says the list of potential future products. So, like, none of these could exist in the future. And just saying like, oh my god, you would be so amazed at what I saw. Like, okay, but that doesn't mean that they have them or they are even for sure going to make these products in the future. And you don't need to be a part of Rodan and Fields to even like see the products that are out there, or let alone buy the products. Like, you can just be a customer for Rodan and Fields. You don't have to be a distributor in order to purchase these products or see them in the future. Like, you could just be a customer. This whole post has me so confused. Like, it just is very weird, and I don't know if clearly this individual just kind of put things out there, and maybe this is a copy and paste post, and if it is, like, they really need to, like, reword everything and, like, clean it up a little bit. But yeah, to say like, oh my god, the things that I voted on, it's like, it probably was like, more than likely, like, maybe it was just a general, like, Instagram thing, and they were like, do you like this, or do you like that? And this person's like, Rodan and Fields personally asked me to vote on this, and you guys would be amazed at what they're thinking potentially maybe could be there in the future. And it's like, okay, like, I've been a part of this or that Instagram polls also, but I didn't think the actual individual person was asking me personally, but that could be what happened. Or maybe there was something in Rodan and Fields, like there was like an email thing that went out and something like that to like make the distributors feel more connected to the MLM. I don't know, but either way, this was worded horribly. This confused me, and I will not be joining Rodan Infields. Alright, so we have reached the end of the video. We all know what that means. I think the lighting has changed in here. That's not what that means. What it actually means is that it's meme time, and it says MLMs explained with Futurama. I take your money now, then you bring people for me to take money from, you get some of the money later. Which is only sort of kind of true. I mean, obviously, if you bring more people for them to take money from, you also will get a small portion of their money. So it's never your money actually back. It's just some portion of other people's money back. I mean, this is definitely like 100% like how a pyramid scheme works, but it also 100% sounds like how an MLM works, because that is how it works, is you bring people in, you get some of the money from them, but it's really the uplines who are getting a lot of that money from people bringing more and more and more people in. It's not you bring more people in and we'll teach them how to sell. It's like, no, you bring more people in who bring more people in who bring more people in, and then something about a product thrown in there so that it's a little reminder once in a while to be like, oh right, we sell products. We should probably like remind people about that. Like, I love, one of my favorite things about making anti-MLM videos is like occasionally I'll get somebody who is obviously in an MLM or pro-MLM, and they will always come to the defense of the products and tell me like if I just tried the products then I'd probably have a different experience about it. And it's like, most of the time I don't have an issue with the products. I mean, depending on the MLM, of course, and I do have a problem with how expensive the MLM products are and that you can find way better things for cheaper at so many other places. But it's not really about the products for me. It's about the unethical things that go on in MLMs. It's about people who are losing money on a hope and a dream that people are telling them exists. And it's not just about people working hard and the fact that they give up. Like, it's not about that. And they will and so it's just interesting to me how they will only make it about the products when it comes to the defense of an MLM and remind me that there are products. And it's like, well, I wasn't talking about there not being products. I'm fully aware that there are products, and me trying the product from an MLM company will never change my mind about MLMs in general. I could absolutely love certain products from an MLM, but that doesn't mean that I will ever change my stance on MLMs in general. Like, I'm not gonna go and join one because I like the product. Like I've said before, that I don't mind Scentsy products, but I don't buy them anymore because I don't support MLMs, and they're also very expensive. But also, that's not gonna make me go and join Scentsy. Like, that's not gonna change my mind entirely. I will never change my mind about MLMs because I need to try the product in order to change my mind about it. Like, nope, sorry. Your cream, your diet pill, your pair of leggings, your hair care products, your facial lotion, your whatever else there are out there. I mean, there's an MLM for everything. The product is not the issue. The product is just a part of the issue. The biggest issue is, I would have no issue, and people would have no issue with MLMs if it was just about the product. It's the fact that it's not. People are taught every day to get more and more people to invest and join in the MLMs in the hope of becoming millionaires, in the hope of making money that will help them quit their full-time job, when none of that is true, and we know that via income disclosure statements. I went on this rant all about MLMs, as I do, and I think we all agree is that MLMs they are bad, and they are not ways to make money, and they just take advantage of people, and I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that people are unaware of MLMs and they are taken advantage of, and sometimes it's too late. I just hope that some of these videos that I make will get people out of their MLM, stop people from ever joining an MLM, and it can not be too late for them. And that's all that I hope. I just hope that MLMs in our very near future will not be a thing anymore, but I don't see that being an option, unfortunately. But we could just be talking out against them more and more, because as much as they are going to be there and not go away, I'm not going away either. Alright you guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and if you really liked it, please subscribe. Let's talk anything and everything anti-MLM in the comments below, and until my next video, I will see you guys then. Bye!